Namaskar everyone and welcome to Monday meditation. A joy to see you as always. And I've made these sessions meditation that we can be more absorbed in the practice and not just the theories, not just the principles, but the practices. Meditation ultimately needs to become a lifestyle. But the same awareness that we carry in our meditation, sitting meditation where we close the eyes, is the same awareness that we need to carry whilst in the world. And it can become tremendously exciting in the world because it's a colorful world. It's a beautiful world if we preserve the beauty of it. And the energies of interaction in the world can be very interesting, sometimes challenging, but always in an evolutionary sense to bring out the best in you, but you may not see it. But every challenge is really an opportunity to grow in consciousness. And the whole universe is operating on a divine principle, not human principle, but a divine principle, the karmic law. It's a law of cause and effect, that every effect has a cause, and every cause leads to an effect. And it brings back a balance in the world. And it's important to understand this law, and it's important to align to it. So when you live in a challenging world, it's a world full of opportunities to grow. So sometimes we see it in a negative way, but we should never see it in a negative way. Being overwhelmingly positive is important. Because being overwhelmingly positive creates a shield around us, creates a shield of light. Our mind has an amazing power of life force, of prana. Just to hold anything in that mental field of positivity is to create a vibration that influence whatever you hold in that field. So when you hold your physical body and every cell, really appreciating every cell and every organ within you and the entire body system, when you hold that with a true understanding of what it is and holding it in your consciousness, you are actually energizing these body cells to perform activities better. So as I speak to you, I speak from that awareness, that meditative awareness. It's the same awareness that I will have in a sitting meditation, but the only thing that I do, I move the pranas throughout my body because I love to sustain the body or energize the body during my sitting meditation. That's for me, the big value of it. Or I can just spread waves of energy into the space when I sit. When you really realize that you are a source, an energy source that can generate infinite wave patterns, it's amazing. I just want to say that what we know of the human body is still little. We don't really fully understand the 98% of the human genome, the DNA, and its function, but it's amazing. It creates amazing possibilities in those 98% beyond the genes. So there's a lot to learn about the body. And every day some new thinking comes about food and body and medicine, and oh my God, that's a whole other world you don't want to even know, because there is so much manipulation, exploitation in that world, profiteering. You don't want to think about that. Oh my God. And all those people who have made amazing discoveries, they're all bought off or shut down. And we don't want a world like that. But it's, of course, it's the yoga. So we don't want to get caught there. We want to get into the practices that build our immunity, increases our personal magnetism, build mental strength and clarity, build emotional strength. Those are the practices we want so that we can weather the storm of this life. And the most beautiful thing is that I'm in a place where I can share the field with you, not just to offer you words, communication, and trying to impart teachings. No. I can spread the energy into the space. We all have the power to do it. To spread the energy into the space through the energy system that we have, that we are gifted with, the subtle energy system. Share the energy, and that's what I do in the meditation. I share it with you all, no matter where you want. That's what I said on Sunday. On Sunday, I try to get you to take a deeper look at well-being, to take personal responsibility for it, and to really respect the whole holistic way of thinking. That the mind is the most powerful field, the emotional supports it, the gut supports it, and the internal anatomy of chakras all support that mental field. So the ego operates in the mental field, and the ego is the guide. The ego is a product of the mind, and the ego is the guide. So you need to use the ego, and you need to really respect and appreciate what an ego is. If I may say a few words here, the ego is what gives us that power that personal power in the play, to act, to think, to feel, to intend, and to manage the play. So the ego is necessary. The ego is the player, but the ego is not a final word, right? Because the ego is operating in a karmic play. The ego is governed by these laws of karma. So you need to really appreciate that the ego is you, your persona, what you have adorned for this play, in an energetic sense and physical sense. So when we identify with the body, we have the human ego, because we identify with the body. We integrate our energy system with the physical body, and so we have this human ego. And some of us are able to detach from the human ego and come into the more spiritual ego, the more energetic ego. But even there are challenges of good and bad, of negative and positive, of duality. So we have to really appreciate that the ego operates in a multidimensional way. And so we need the most important thing is being able to witness your ego. If you can't witness your ego, how are you going to grow? Because you're hopelessly caught in the ego plays, in the blame game, in the feeling sorry for yourself, self-pity. And you don't want those things. You want to transcend the ego. You want to go beyond the ego, yet valuing the ego. That's what I do. I value the ego. I love my personality. And I change my personality when I need to. And when I act in the world and I get reactions, that tells me how to act differently, how to act wisely. So no blame to anyone. I just respect the great karmic play that we're involved in. So what I want to do today with you in our meditation is I want to draw you into that inner space where you can see the body, where you can see its primal nature, its animal nature, but you can detach from it and you can see the other parts of you, where the spiritual impulses, the evolutionary impulses inside of you to grow and to be fulfilled and to master the mind and to master the emotional space and to master the space of prana, where when you create an intention, you need to be able to manage the energies of that intention. So join me in today's practice. So first is just the witnessing. Just relax the body. No matter what you're doing, just relax your body. To relax, you need to be totally body aware. Are you aware of your sitting bones? Are you aware of your legs? Are you aware of your feet? How does it feel? Are you aware of your chest? Are you aware of your gut? Is the gut comfortable or is the gut stressed? Are you aware of your face? How are your facial muscles? Are you aware of your brain and how overheated it may be, or how calm it may be? You create an awareness of the physical body because it's like a garment that you wear and you need to be aware of it. And its primal impulses, you need to really manage it, because if you get the body into certain habits, it will become addicted, so you don't want to do that. So create that body awareness and do it lovingly, because you have love as an addition to that mental field. And the moment I get into this lovingness, I can feel the pranas of the breath moving in gentle motion. Now, what I'm doing here is that I just enjoy the ecstasy of prana and apana. And the beauty of the brain chakras, which you will experience more and more with time as they become more awakened. Just go with the breath, and you have a guiding power inside. We call it the inner guru. So you need to find that guiding power. When you do, and I'll call it she. When you do, she's the evolutionary power. When you do, then you will actually feel this beautiful support coming from inside to regulate the prana and apana of the breath. And just to stretch your imagination a little bit, when you go to sleep, who runs the prana? She does. And the little moments of stillness between in-breath and out-breath and out-breath and in-breath, these are beautiful moments of stillness. When I rest there, it's like ecstasy. I can feel that the prana strengthens the body in those moments because the breath is held. It's drawing the energy and allowing the energy to spread and to store and to energize. Now you can do this with me whether eyes are open or closed. But if eyes are open, enjoy the beauty of your space. And if eyes are closed, enjoy the beauty of the inner space. Always see beauty in any space. Like some of us when in the winter, right? Those of us who live in winter countries, some of us, we appreciate that winter. We appreciate the change in the seasons. And just a reminder to you of a biblical statement. A merry heart doeth like medicine. A broken spirit drieth the bones. But you want to ensure that your emotions are uplifted. Always be happy as much as you can. Happiness should not depend on the outside. Happiness should be internally generated. Your soul has it. It's a fundamental quality of the soul. Anand. Blissfulness. Now observe your body very carefully, whether you need to bring in more oxygen or whether you need to just stay with the subtle breath. The subtle breath is the prana apana. And the moment you can be aware of this inner field of life force, of life energy, of prana, and can be aware of the chakras that open up with your spiritual awakening and growth. Chakras open up in the field of light. So when you are surrounded by true masters, the chakras open up in a very spontaneous way, the more receptive you are. So sometimes I like to nourish the body when I'm doing the subtle pranayama for a while. I know the oxygen level will drop. And then I'll go and breathe more oxygen. But I love to breathe. Breathing is a passion of mine because I love drawing the air into my body. And I love cleansing the lungs, pushing the air out of the body. And if your mind is busy, as the mind can be when you are preoccupied with different things, just bring a mantra in the mind for the moment. And the simplest of mantras is Om. Om. This is sound. And if you want to add a concept to that, then the Soham. You breathe into the infinite existence and you breathe out to the body and the physical world. That's the Soham. Breathing in to infinite existence and breathing out to the body and to the physical world. Sorry for all the sounds in the space, but they are part of the beauty of this hour. Now it's 8:25 in my world here, my space, and there are activities around. But when I listen to the sounds in the environment, the dogs, for example, they get my love. When I listen to the sounds of the construction, I know that beautiful activities are going on. So I never think negatively. And then when I think of the particular time of the day, then I'm in the beauty of the circadian rhythm. What does this hour in the 24 hours hold out to me? So if you're connecting with me, you'll feel the beauty of the inner space, of my space, your space. It becomes common space when we all begin to feel it. So thank you for joining, everybody. I love when the numbers grow because it means that wherever we are energizing that space as well. And those of you who are connected with me, because you have met me or you feel in sync with me, then we are co-creating together an amazing field that nourishes the body, that opens up the consciousness field, and that extends this beautiful energy of peace, love, and harmony in the environment. If any plants are around you, they'll be influenced by it. And I have beautiful orchids around me. So what I'm doing, I'm nourishing mind. Mind is very peaceful, very positive, very balanced, very communicative, very expansive. Heart is loving, harmonious, in acceptance of the beautiful karmic play. And just to say, whatever challenge you have, just hold it in that beautiful space of your meditation. And hold a mindset that surrounds this challenging area or painful area or healing area with your light. And hold the vision that is becoming healed or well again. And whenever it's not possible, because things are far gone, always hold it in the inner light, so that your inner light predominates the whole experience. And here now I'm going to extend my awareness down the spinal column. I've already been aware of the spinal column, but I'm just going to give it more attention. And just breathe into my belly, breathe into the lower dantian, for those of you who know Qigong. Breathe into the center of the chest. And breathe into the throat, going up to the center of the eyebrows. Don't venture into the crown unless it feels very comfortable and very much a part of the whole column. I want you to know that I'm holding you because I can feel you in my non-local consciousness, which I'm operating in. I can feel all of you. That I'm directly in your space, wherever you are. I'm right there with you. In the way of oneness, that you and I are one. And that can be more powerful than the physical, because even when we come into physical contact and we close our eyes when we're together, the power is so much greater in terms of communication. I remember in meeting Swami Muktananda, my guru, oh my God, I couldn't figure out how to work with this physicality. But the moment I closed my eyes, I could feel so much more connected to him and to the Kundalini power. And that was awesome. And that governed the rest of my stay with him in India. And now, sometimes I hold the breath at different chakras just to stabilize the energy there. Or I might bring in a little more of the gross breath to feed that particular chakra. Now, know that this meditation is really for balance and well-being. It nourishes every part of being, and it allows us to center in the deepest center in the consciousness, which makes it the beauty of meditation. The observing. Now remember, there is a different energy that flows through the subtle energy I'm speaking about, that flows through the left nostril and right nostril. So if you're right dominant in this moment, the body has more light, it has more energy for its activities. And if you're in the left nostril, the mind is more operative, and right brain activities are more dominant. Creativity, deeper thinking, contemplative. And the important thing is to balance the breath. So when you see me moving my head from one side to another, it is because I'm breathing through different nostrils. And when I breathe with the head up and down, I balance the two nostrils. I breathe into the two nostrils. Now, I don't need to use my finger because I'm much more into the energy. So I'm doing it energetically. It wouldn't be as precise as the fingers, but it's good enough. Now, the beauty of this is that it brings hunger in the body. It brings thirst. I can recognize it. It brings, it reduces the stress big time. And of course, I know that it is stimulating neurotransmitters throughout the whole nervous system. Neurotransmitters are that which brings the beautiful feelings inside, like the serotonin, like the oxytocin, like the dopamine, endorphins. Okay, everyone, I'm going to conclude this. I hope that you have enough that you can carry through your day. Your day is going to be so much better because of this. Mine certainly is. I totally enjoy these moments. Because I can be with you in the inner space. Now let's take a moment just to extend our energies to the world around us. It's important to do that. So all the spaces that you think about, whether it's Ukraine, whether it's some part of Africa, whether it's United States, whether it's midterms, whether it's parts of the world that you've been observing, just extend your energy there. And of course, to climate, let's extend our energies to the living world, the trees and the plants and the animals and the people who work with the environment. Let's strengthen them, and let's bring more light to the environment that will dispel darkness. So let's come into that space of lovingness, expansivity in the mind. Hold your pets there, your plants there, the world there, and all those people who are working for a more sustainable world. May there be peace, love, and harmony in our world. May humankind coexist harmoniously with all of life. May humankind protect and preserve the environment. May those who are suffering across the world be lifted in spirit, that they can manage their challenges with the help of the divine. May we thrive. May we go in strength. May we go in wisdom through the karmic play. May we grow in understanding that we can see all challenges as opportunities for growth. And let's join together, all of us, in the Sanskrit prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu. May we be protected together. Sahana Bhunaktu. May we be nourished together. And nourishment is not just food, it's the pranas. Sahaviryam Karavavahe. May we be strong, that we can manage all challenges energetically, with strength in the body, strength in the mind, strength in the emotions, strength in wisdom. Sahaviryam Karavavahe. And may our knowledge always be full of light, be full of goodness, wisdom. Tejasvinavaditamastu. And may we always stay in unity with the divine and unity with each other. Ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, peace. Shanti, peace. Shanti, peace. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for the amazing space that we have co-created. Thank you for your feedback, and we continue to join with each other on the Mondays. Have an awesome day, everyone. My soul bows to you. Namaskar.